Jamie here, keeping it coy. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome, and I hope to earn your subscription today. So on today's video, it's just a quick scrape basically. I'm going to do some scrapes on the fish in the blue vat down the back there, because I'm getting very close to finishing my pond. The only reason it's not finished now is just lack of funds. I need to buy 3 more things: window, pump, UV. Have everything else, got the liner, got the underlay, got all the pipe work, but it's literally just those 3 things, and obviously 3 very expensive things. So yeah, every time I've do a bit more work, put in as much money away as I can to buy the next one and do the next step. But obviously the liners can't go in until I've got the window ready. I've ordered the CT1. That was the last thing that I've bought, just waiting for that to be delivered. Actually ordered a full box, so 12 tubes of CT1, so that'll do the trick. So yeah, let's take you out and have a look at some fish. Right, well, you can see in there now that there's a new food. The food that I've just picked up, well, a couple of days ago, is 3 mil colour enhancing growth food from JKI, Japan Koi Imports. The fry absolutely love it. They go absolutely crazy for it. But not only that, as you all know, my fry tank has been extremely cloudy for months because of the food I was feeding them. Well, luckily they're finally big enough to have proper food, and look at that. Clear as crystal. You can actually see what I've got in there now, look. Got some makashis, got some gin ring stuff, few orchibas. That one down there looks like a chag, but he's got a few black marks on him. Whether it'll grow out or whether he'll be a charatsuri, who knows. Yeah. In there, they're all about, well, there's a couple in there that are still only about 2 inches. The rest are 3 to 4 inches, and then there's the odd 1 or 2 in there that's just over probably 4 inches. This big orangey and white one there. Not too sure what he's going to be. So, I mean, he looks kahaku at the minute, but with these batch they keep changing all the time, so we'll see. But yeah, so I just thought I'd show you that changing to a decent food does make a big difference. I mean, the coppins that I was using, yes, they grow really good on it. They really do grow good. But as you, well, proof is in the pudding. As you can see, it does dye the water. And it's only been, when did I pick this up? I picked this up on Thursday, I think. And today is Monday. So I've been using it for 3 or 4 days, and as you can see, the tank is absolutely crystal gin clear. Right, let's go see what's happening outside. So yeah, going to try and do some scrapes today. Apologies if you can hear the wind. It's quite a breezy day today, but I'm going to get a couple of scrapes done, because what I want to do, I just want to check. And spin you around. I just want to check and make sure that these guys in here are all hunky-dory, because hopefully if I can get enough money within the next month, I should have the pond finished. And my thoughts being is, I know the small vat over the back there, I know the small vat in the pergola there, over there, 100% parasite free, but these guys, obviously they've been down this end of the garden and unheated, so it would be, basically my thoughts being is, it would be a lot cheaper to treat this little vat, because it's just short of 2,000 litres, than it would be to treat my pond that's 10,300 odd litres. Well, be a bit more than that once all the pipe and drum and everything's all set up, because it's 2,257 litres in the liner, and then obviously I've got all the pipe work and drums and everything. So yeah, get these guys scraped. Again, apologies for the wind. Get these guys all scraped up, and yeah, we'll then. I mean, they look absolutely fine. I've got nothing to worry about. But as I know for a fact that the ones in the small vat don't have any parasites, nor do the ones in the fish tank, I don't really want to, you know, cross-contaminate, I suppose is the word, and bring parasites to the other fishies. So we'll get a couple out and give them a scrape. So yeah, here's the first one I'm going to scrape. The water's gone a little bit murky because, bless her heart, she did bleed a little bit from the gills, only a tiny bit. It's pretty much stopped now. So yeah, we'll get a mucus scrape done. I've got my card in my pocket. Good old Gala Bingo. That'll do. Yeah, and we'll get her scraped and see if there's anything there. Catch you in a second. So yeah, on the whole slide we've found one skin flukes. Sorry about the picture quality, but trying to hold a device up to a microscope is not the easiest. So yeah, the whole slide we've got one skin fluke, but he is quite active. So that's just the first fish. That's the Macachio gone. I'm going to scrape one more, and we'll see. But yeah, I always use the Apex Practitioner. Great little scope. It came with some slides and bitty bobs. I have got plenty more slides, but yeah, got another slide there ready to go for the next one. So we'll go back outside and we'll have a look at the next one I'm going to scrape. Yeah, so she's now back in the pond. As you can see, she's sucking a bit, and the others are all spooked, but she'll be fine. But yeah, just the one fluke, no trick, no costia, no white spot, so that's a bonus. And then we'll get one of the other bigger ones out and we'll have one more look. I'm not going to treat them today. Well, depends on what I find on the other fish, I suppose, but the water temperature is only 8.5 today, so that leaf out as well. So yeah, a bit too cold to treat today. So I'm going to next week. It's supposed to be a lot warmer than what it is right now. It's absolutely freezing today. I think air temperature is only 4 degrees, and it was a good frost last night. So yeah, we will go to warmer weather. But yeah, I'm going to get one of the other bigger ones as soon as my vat's filled back up. Just using the old fish tank siphon I emptied it obviously because she bled a tiny bit from the gills, so she didn't bleed when I put her back in the main pond, so that's good. Right, decided to get the other big one out. Again, apologies if you can hear the wind, it is really getting up now. But yeah, I forgot to mention as well the Macache that, I think it's a Macache that I just had out, is now pushing, well, just touching 40 centimetres, and as you can see by this one's a bit smaller. I think this one's about 37, but didn't really want to get them out in this kind of temperature, but I just, as I say, because I'm so close to finishing the pond, could be any week now depending on how much money I earn, and if I need to treat them, I'd rather treat them in the small vat so they don't bring anything in with the others. But yeah, I'm going to get a scrape on this one done and then get him straight back in the vat, and then I'll go check the old microscope. So give me a second and I'll catch you again inside. So I got a pretty decent mucus scrape off both of them fish. So yeah, we'll have a look under the scope and see what we find. So we've got an extremely active one on this one. It's the only one I've found so far, but I'm only halfway through the slide. Don't know if you can quite make it out on the camera here, but you can see the hooks in its belly as well. So this one's got a young one inside it, which is why you generally need to do 2 doses. But at least these ones aren't egg laying. They give birth to live young, so hopefully if you kill them early enough before they give birth, then you can sometimes catch them all in one go. But people always recommend doing 2 treatments. As you can see, this fluke is certainly not happy that he's no longer on my fish. I'm happy he's no longer on my fish, but I'll continue looking through this slide and see if we can find anything else. But again, so far no costia, trick or white spot, so yeah, we'll keep looking. Yeah, so unfortunately I did find 3 more flukes on that side, so there was 4 in total. Very active as well, so not ideal. Need to try and get them treated as soon as possible. Just hope the temperatures warm up. Let me spin you around. Yeah, because checking my stock, I've got everything bar Flukes A. I've got FMG, 2 pp's, aquaflavin, Cytofex, whatever that is, Lennox Pro, and Alparix, and some other bits and bobs there. CT in there with me calculations on my dechlorinator. So yeah, what I need to do now anyway is get the pond top back up, and oh yeah, look, tank's still uber clean, well, uber clear anyway, but they're eating like piggies again. But yeah, ever since it's cleared up and I moved the big or chiba out, as you can see, they're a bit easily spooked now. I don't know whether it's because they can literally see everything now, whereas when it was cloudy they couldn't see much, or whether it's because the Orchiba was the friendliest one in there and they're now reacting to that. But oh well, hey ho. Right, let's go top up this pond. Hey Jill, look, my bonsai, home bargains. Whoop whoop. Well, one of them. The other one is out there. Speaking of bonsais, actually, I don't know if I've showed you yet. Got my bonsais back up on the fence. Look really good up there, I think. Now that it's all painted and whatnot. Them ones were not from Home Bargains, they were from the Bay of E a few years back, 3 or 4 years ago I think. And a bit faded in colour, might replace them this year. But yeah, look really good. So right, I'm just going to quickly, if I can get into my cupboard over here, see if I've got any Flukes A in here. What we got in here? We have, well, I've got Fluke S. You can tell I had Flukes 2 years ago, can't you? And Fluke M. So I've got Fluke S and Fluke M. What's that? Bacteria. Yeah, that's useless. Anything that side? No, that's me Vercon. No Flukes Solve. I have to check these two, see if they can work in low temperatures. Fluke S and Fluke M. If anybody knows if they're good at low temperatures, let me know. I'm sure it will say on the packet, but let's go check out the pond. Going to get it all topped up now. I've put some my dechlorinating solution in the watering can with some slightly warmer water. And that's the dechlorinator in. Now the hose pipe is just topping it back up, but as you can see, the Makashi is back to his usual happy self. Now he's in there with his friends. Yeah, my feeding things floated away while I've been doing this. But yeah, just one tip for you guys as well, because I'm not planning on treating them today anyway, because I need to get the temperature up a tiny bit. And according to the weatherman, it's going to start getting warmer after today, so if we can get it up to 10 degrees, They're lacking a good old Lernix Pro. But anyway, one tip, told a few people in the Peterborough Koi Club this as well, because like me, they don't have a dechlorinator as yet. I will be getting one for the new pond at some point, but oh, here comes my feeding room. But yeah, I will be getting one at some point. But to start off with, every bit of funds I've got is going into the build. So I'm still using obviously my sodium thiosulfate to dechlorinate the water can's blown over, dechlorinate the water. Some of you may know as well that sodium thiosulfate is also good at neutralising PP instead of hydrogen peroxide. Basically, sodium thiosulfate is a crystal basically that removes chemicals from the water, and most dechlorinating liquids are the same thing. They take chemicals out of water. So one thing to bear in mind, if you are treating fish, try not to use any dechlorinating liquid for your water changes. It's really best off getting even a cheap 3-stage dechlorinator to top back up in between treatments. Otherwise you have to wait. Sorry about that, hose pipe's being silly. There we go. But yeah, you'll have to wait at least 3 or 4 days after topping up before treating, because if I was, for instance, to treat later on today or tomorrow, there's still going to be some traces of sodium thiosulfate in here, and what that will do is take out the chemicals of the treatment that I've just put in, basically, and that kind of defeats the object. And yeah, there was a chap in the Peterborough Koi Club that had been battling flukes, not last season, I think it was the season before, but he'd been battling flukes for the whole year, and every time he chucked in a treatment, he tried every treatment he could think of, chucked it in, and then you know, the 7 to 14 days later, whatever, would take one out, give it a scrape, and flukes were still there. And at one of our koi meetings, me and him were discussing this, and I said to him, just out of interest, what are you using to top your pond back up? Obvious answer, water. But that's no dechlorinator or dechlorinating liquid. He said, oh yeah, no, I buy tap safe. I said, there's your problem then. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, tap safe, if you read it, it takes the chemicals out of the water. Main one being chlorine, but it does take other chemicals out of the water as well. And there'll be traces of tap safe left in your water, and when you put in your chemicals, so your Flukes A, your Lernix Pro, Fluke M, Flukes S, and all the rest of them, I said that's going to be taking out the chemicals that are supposed to treat your pond or treat your fish. So best off getting a 3-stage dechlorinator, topping your pond back up that way, and that hopefully will solve your problem. You messaged me 2 weeks later, flukes are gone. So yeah, just a heads up guys, if you do use dechlorinating liquids of some kind, your homemade ones or your shop bought ones, bear in mind not to do a treatment straight after. I was told by someone from the BKKS about 4 or 5 years ago, because I had a similar experience with flukes myself, treated them 2 or 3 times and they were still there, and someone said to me, have you tried not using a dechlorinating liquid? So I did the same thing. I still didn't buy a dechlorinator because I couldn't afford one at the time, so all I did is I didn't do a water change that week, put in the Flukes A, job done, got them first time, and yeah, they didn't come back for 2 years. So I had them end of last season, but nuked them right at the beginning of this season once the pond had come up, because I didn't want to put any of the fish in the vats with flukes. So yeah, gave them a good nuke, PP then Flukes A. or Learnex Pro, whatever it was I used. So yeah, anyway, that's a top tip. I'm just waffling again, so I'll catch you in a bizzle. Yeah, so the pond's almost topped up, so I'm just packing everything that I've used back away. If anybody does know what temperatures these two work at, be really interested to know, because I've just read the back of both packets. Both say storage temperature, so 12 to 25 degrees, and that one's store between 2 and 30 degrees, but neither of which say treatment temperature. So yeah, if someone could let me know what temperature they're allowed to be used at, it'd be muchly appreciated, because then I can get treating a bit quicker. Right, chuck them back in there, close that up. Let's go see how full up the pond is. Oh yeah, I must remember to clean out wellies before I pack the hose pipe away. We're almost there, got about an inch left to go. But as you can see, they're all happy as Larry again now. Maybe the tap water's warmer than the pond water. Who knows? But yeah. Also, while I'm here, if anyone knows of a good sock that's reasonably priced, please let me know, because this one is naff. Really don't like it. Might get a waterproof sock. But yeah, that's me big net. That's an 80 centimetre pan net. My fish is only 40 centimetres at the moment, so plenty big enough. I've got a smaller one, but yeah, that's over there. I think that one though is only a 40 centimetre pan net, so they're only just about fitting that one. But yeah, in regards to the sock, if anyone knows of a reasonably priced good one, let me know. It'd be muchly appreciated. Obviously you can't put links on YouTube because your comment will be deleted if you do. Don't know why, but YouTube's just one of those things. But yeah, just give me a brand name and a company where to buy it. Be muchly appreciated. And if you know the price, that'll be good as well. Say, top the pond back up, get these all put away, tidy up a tiny bit. I'm not doing the pipe work today, even though it is sunny. It is already 4 o'clock. So yeah, not got too much long left, and I don't want to get halfway through it and then continue. So hopefully if the rain doesn't happen on Thursday, I'll get it done then, because I've got the whole day off on Thursday, no work booked in. Whoop whoop. Then again, no, my luck, I'll get a phone call later and someone will want some work doing. But cross that bridge when we come to it. Again, I'm waffling, always do, apologies. But yeah, I'll catch you in a bizzle. Right guys, so that's it, I'm all packed away. Clean the missus's wellies as well, didn't forget to do that. So yeah, just sat down for a cuppa. Got this beautiful mug from Jill and John at Wayside Koi. Not a channel mug, but a really nice mug. Try not to spill it. All different koi on it. Yeah, absolutely love it. Thank you, Jill and John, for that. Yeah, so just 3 things, bit of help with if you can. Obviously the Fluke M and Flukes S, if anybody does know what temperature that works down to, let me know, be muchly appreciated. Secondly, the net, the koi sock, if anyone can point me in the direction of a decent and reasonably priced waterproof koi sock, would be muchly appreciated. And lastly, just a little one, the second fish I scraped, the Deutz whatever it was, can someone please remind me what that is? I think it's a Benny Kiki Koryu, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The next person that tells me, I'm going to write it down. So yeah, again, muchly appreciated if you could tell me that, guys. But yeah, thanks for watching then. Like, share and subscribe. Channel's not growing very fast at the minute, but that don't matter. Share it to your friends, get them all involved, and hopefully we can climb up the ladder a bit more. But yeah, take care guys, and I'll catch you all on the next one.